Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the... And he'll lost it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. See if they can convert the point after. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
That makes the score Clemson 7, Georgia.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Can he make it? Touchdown, Bulldogs. Who's going to score? We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching it.
Extra point splits the uprights. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Chris, if you remember yesterday, the head coach and the special teams coordinator mentioned to us they may try an onside kick early and be aggressive, and it works out. Now I think we know exactly what those coaches were talking about.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Running with purpose. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
It's third down for the offense. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
A completion makes it 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Look out, he's got some space. Now the 40. Past the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Dogs. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Using his legs on the scramble. He's swarmed by the defense.
Tackle is made at the 24. Brings up 2nd down.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Tigers come to a line in a hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Tigers will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way. Can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Always looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down inside their own 40. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Georgia 28, Clemson 7.
I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wide out. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. He gets the first down in the process.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. As a design quarterback keeper. The Sulk were able to bring him down quickly. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. The Tigers looking to punch it in here. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the quarterback is flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 81, set to kick off.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down here for this offense. Here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Down he goes, a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. And the returner is brought down. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch is made down the middle. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. They attack the deep middle of this defense, could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And now the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's running out of time here. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, a lot of times you'll see a strong safety up close to the box trying to defend the run, but this time he's able to sneak in there and come up with a quarterback sack.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. It's a quick grab. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
Boy, they get some big yards here on third down, but they're still going to be short, so it'll bring up a fourth down and a big decision for this offense.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The Dogs will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the toss play now, running left. Touchdown, Georgia. This offense really clicking.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT puts him up 13 now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. That pass is caught. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion, probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Offense looking to throw the ball. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it's good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
81 set to kick this one away.
This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, looking to throw it. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle, but first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Looking to throw it again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs here.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense and being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Lets it go quickly. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Gets some space around the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Clemson. This offense is still clicking. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
He's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Looking to pass here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires this one deep middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a 3rd and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Clemson getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's looking to scramble. He's found some room at the 45. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out into the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught quickly.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 35, Clemson 31.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. It's caught downfield. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
And they get the completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And it's complete downfield. The Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They'll try to run this one in. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Coming up, second down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he makes it, runs it into the end zone to push the lead to 4. That's big. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. They bring him down at the 41. The return team does a solid job there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Important 2nd down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. They jump in front here in the 4th. Now the try for the point after to make it a 3-point game. And the important extra point is good. The lead is 3 with time running out. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. So it's going to come down to this, Kirk. Can this offense execute when it matters most?
Chris, it's a rivalry game. It's a 2-minute drill. You work on this all year, especially this week. They've emphasized it. Now you get your opportunity. And don't forget about the defense out there. If they can get these guys off the field, they can secure a victory.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And it's good for a first down to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. That's a design quarterback keeper. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Finding space at the 20. Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Clemson. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team.
Well, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch, the ultra-rare fake BAT for 2 points.
Georgia, 42.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there.
Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. So here we go. It could come down to this possession, Kirk. Sets up as a potential classic finish.
Well, Chris, after everything that's going on in this field in a rivalry game, if you're a quarterback, this is what you dream about. Having the ball in your hands with a chance to lead your team down and potentially win this game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't quite hold on to it. That would have sealed this game. It's 2nd down now.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go. He's got it for a big gain. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs. They can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone. And the Bulldogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.